assume I'm the pride of my people already. Tell my shit Ellie, me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people, they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. And running cuts in, but on my pockets, we need my DNA. And baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. No check a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags, and I don't really wanna be famous.
Crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hopping a ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got off with a jet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. This game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
Oh.
Looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to
he
an
passed
end,
him.
but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
He needs 7 points. Stupid ass guys.
A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go play action now. Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. ETN up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, come on. These fumbles.
Just down across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Come on,
The start of
man.
this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
He's doing some dumb shit right
And
now.
the return will stop right around the 25.
You could just sit there waiting.
The struggles continue
I still
here
throw it to
offensively.
him.
Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I
Oh,
say,
shit.
it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A give running left, McAllister at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second down and goal. Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
and you're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right there.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will
of course, right? Should have gone out of bounds. I knew that shit.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And now there's another interception. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the give, McAllister with it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate for them to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. Complete to Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence being chased out left. Looking downfield for Jones. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence.
Oh my God.
Interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They go play action with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high speed. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the
Oh, he wasn't in?
It's picked up by the Broncos.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, your receiver...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff to McAllister. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Running right, here's McAllister. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Trey Herndon. They'll run here with McAllister. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive